ramping up of the left's crazy barometer is mind-numbing. So let's take a look at what has happened in just a couple of weeks. Rand Paul recently warned on WHAS's Leland Conway show,
"This is dangerous."
I think what people need to realize that when people like Cory Booker say "get up in their face," he may think that that's okay, but what he doesn't realize is that for about every 1,000 person that might want to get up in your face, one of them is going to be unstable enough to commit violence. We don't want to encourage them. We have to somehow ratchet it down and say we're not encouraging that violence is ever okay, ever a reason for or a means for trying to resolve things. I feel that there's going to be an assassination. I really worry that someone is going to be killed, and that those who are ratcheting up the conversation, those who are ratcheting up saying get in their face, they have to realize that they bear some responsibility if this elevates to violence.
While Michael Savage took a more hands-on and immediate approach.
Do you believe Antifa should be deemed a terrorist, domestic terrorist organization?
I think they have declared themselves to be a terrorist organization. Last week we saw on the Drudge Report a link where they claimed that they were going to pretend during the day that they were for all the people, but at night they were going to engage in activities of assassination towards their political enemies, meaning all those who are not communists and leftists of any kind. I'm talking assassination. This went out from Antifa people. They're absolutely domestic terrorist group. What else would anyone call them?
So what should the Attorney General, what should the FBI, what should they do about that?
Well, if you're in a terrorist organization, we have a Department of Homeland Security, don't we? If you have a group within the United States that says they're going to assassinate political enemies, you round up the leadership and arrest them. What else do you do? Wait for them to kill people?
Meanwhile, Trump derangement syndrome and the fast-approaching midterms sent the left into a bloodthirsty rampage. On the heels of the Kavanaugh national disgrace, the Democratic staffer accused of leaking personal details of GOP lawmakers during the Kavanaugh hearings was ordered held without bond on Tuesday. Additionally, investigators said they found cocaine and methamphetamine during a search and claimed Costco may have been under the influence when, according to them, he used his credentials to dox several lawmakers by leaking their personal addresses and phone numbers. And Maxine Waters continued to manipulate the Democratic base while denying any sense of wrongdoing.
We're not going to allow them to take this false message that they're trying to carry to the American people, trying to make them believe that we're an angry mob. We're not going to let them get away with that.
You cannot be civil with a political party that wants to destroy what you stand for, what you care about. That's why I believe if we are fortunate enough to win back the House and or the Senate, that's when civility can start again. But until then, the only thing that the Republicans seem to recognize and respect is strength.
What do you think of that?
Well, I like that. And we are not saying we're going to kill anybody, we're going to hit anybody, or we're going to cause anybody any harm. That's a lie.
Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Hillary Clinton and Eric Fast and Furious Holder lit a fuse so dangerous, they will have to be held accountable for the uncertain chaos ahead. Meanwhile, that chaos is unfolding.
FBI agents today continued searching a home just north of New York City, where yesterday they discovered a 200-pound bomb. Prosecutors say Paul Rosenfeld planned to detonate that bomb in Washington, D.C. on Election Day. He allegedly wanted to kill himself and draw attention to his political beliefs.
But Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high. No. When they go low, we kick them. That's what this new Democratic Party is about.
The National Review asks, who will save the Democrats from their leaders? Writing, when they go low, that's where they are sure to find Eric Holder. Sometimes, the former Attorney General is helping a Democratic president commute the sentences of hard-left terrorists whose only regret was failure to shoot it out against police who interrupted another bombing spree in their war against the United States. But if there is anyone who knows about going low, it is Mr. Holder. He is, after all, the first Attorney General in American history to be held in contempt of Congress. Antifa is following Hillary and Holder's advice to the letter, writing, "Our attack is merely a beginning. We are not passive, we are not civil, and we will not apologize. Those of good conscience and clear mind know this state of oppression cannot remain. The U.S. fascist political system is one of the most savage institutions in history, and we will combat it relentlessly until all are free of American barbarism." This after vandalizing the New York City GOP headquarters. Hey, Democrats, we get it. You hate America and everyone enjoying its freedoms, or what's left of them. John Bowne reporting.